Patience is the art of hoping. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Who has their boarding pass? Calling the Bitcoin train, coming in at $10,000 right now. Who has their boarding pass? Right? I mean, wow, we're back here. It is a monumental day once again, right? For sure, everyone's in agreement now that we're in the bull market. The halvening is doing great things for the price. You know, a little bit of controversial conversation around that death spiral that could happen on hash rate. Forget that hooey. We've already had those conversations once before. The plan B, that is working well. All right. And we're getting closer and closer to it being an accepted form of currency that we can use on a daily basis to free us from this fiat currency that is enslaving so many of us, right? Because the people that have it have 1,000 times what me and you have. And they use it as a leveraging tool against us. That's why we're out here all the time, preaching the good word of Bitcoin, trying to turn people on to Plan B here, trying to spread awareness and adoption. I've even brought along my lovely co-host, Sammy, over here.
Good evening, everyone.
So, Samantha, are you glad to be out here spreading this awareness and adoption program of a different type of currency that doesn't care who you are?
I am actually pretty happy. Yes. Yes, like career choices, Bitcoin choices, all of the choices in the recent couple years. I'm pretty happy.
As we're sitting here and we're looking at Bitcoin at $10,000 again, all right, bull market's on. This is a given now. No longer can we question this. How do you feel about this $10,000 price? Is this a plus? Is this a negative? Do you think that it's going to start fueling the fire for people to want to get back in because they're looking to make those monetary gains in the fiat system? Not necessarily about the empowering feature of Bitcoin and the personal rights, along with responsibilities that it'll hand to them as well at the same time? Or do you think that maybe these third-party custodians that are getting mixed up in it are just going to scoop all these people up?
Well, I mean, Eugene, you know me very well, and I don't think about those kinds of things. I would like to have money, like to actually gain wealth out of Bitcoin. But I mean, I actually think it is in terms of the revolution. Like it is that everybody needs to know that this is just wrong. Like we are playing the wrong game.
We're playing the wrong game. I like it.
So, I mean, yes, I am happy. Yes, but in the sense of I don't think about the price.
Right.
Like I don't think about the price. I mean, yes, I understand that the price, is important.
Big picture, revolution, small term picture. Man, maybe I don't have to work so hard, right? Maybe I'll get a couple of these bucks for free because I was smart. I mean, right? It's hard to find a system where smart people prosper, right? Because the smart person at the job is the person that gets taken advantage of, it seems like. So,
or quits, whichever one it may be. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
So you're talking about monetary gains, right? So dropping off some bags, right? Well, did you have a plan already in place? Are we looking at it now? Is it too late now that we're looking at 10K? Because I mean, if you've watched this channel before, you've heard me rant and rave and what my philosophical ideals are about Bitcoin and where my collection is and where my collection cuts off. But I've been in it for 3 years. So when I see $10,000 and I see the mental marker there and I see the easy mathematics, I use this as a cutting off point. But is it too late for somebody new?
I mean, okay, so everybody and their mother says this. I mean, you should go into this with a game plan. Now, granted, my game plan is to tell everybody and their mother about it. I mean, Everybody should have a starting, a stopping, and adding, all of these points already. There should be numbers that you have already created.
Right.
And so there you go. I mean, was
Stick
it
to your
was
game
it
plan.
10K?
Right.
Then okay. Who cares what people say? Like 6 months ago when you were sitting around going, God, this sucks, and made these numbers. Now is the time that these numbers have occurred.
All right. Well, I know I can keep on going and ranting,
Oh, can you?
but what's
We do
always
have a
the
few
most
people.
important thing about this
Yeah.
show is the chat. We love it when you guys get out here. We love it when you guys comment, even just saying hello, but sharing your thoughts and ideals about Bitcoin, the price, the revolution, whatever you think is important or prudent in the information of, today. Right, because we talk about all kinds of stuff. We talk about the
we do.
birds and coronavirus and silly flight stuff and
The
hacks
trip
all
to
over the
Walmart
place.
that was traumatizing.
So-
Anything.
It's about this ideal of us just getting out here and being normal, right? Because we're average, everyday people, and you guys are average people, and talking about the fact that there is an alternative form of currency, and how do we utilize it best? Without looking at it as some sort of a Ponzi or a scheme or a get rich quick. Right? I mean, you got to have a lot of different stuff in your umbrella or under your umbrella.
I mean, see, that I do not like social media in any sense, pretty much. The only good characteristic that I can see from social media, chats, random texts, those kinds of, is that whole looking or feeling better than somebody else, like being able to see that somebody is poorer than you, or you're richer than them, or they're richer than you, or old, whatever your discriminating things would be. It does cut that out. Bitcoin cuts it all out.
All right, so who's in the chat? Who's hanging out with us this evening? Please come out of the dark and say hello.
All right, so our Afterman is here.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, I'm glad that you could join us, my friend. As always, you guys hitting the thumbs up really helps out the channel here. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that we're out here, we're producing good content, and maybe someone else come join us. I seen that we're up some subscribers.
We are.
Not a lot, like 6 or 7, but I love it. I
Oh,
love
it's so
seeing some
awesome.
growth, because we've seen the channel decline so much during the bear market. It's another personal indicator to us that the bull market is back. Things are starting to pick up, and we're here. We're ready. Like Ivan's always saying, we've been building in the downtime. We're ready for the bull market. We're ready to onboard people. We're ready to start showing them that Plan Bitcoin is a better solution.
Okay, so our Afterman says yo. Okay, just learned Bitcoin. So Daniel is here.
Buddy,
he says, "Hola, hodlers. Hola, Daniel."
Oh, Daniel's been working hard too. You got to go check out his website. Lots of good information
His
over there.
podcastness. Come on, all his stuff. He's snazzy. Yes. All right. Judd from Malibu is here.
John from Malibu. Now we got a party.
Yep. He says,
now we got a party.
I'm happy because I'm here.
That's right. Every day above ground is a good day.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you're here, we're
all
even happier. Yes.
Hey, this is as good as it gets, right? We're part of the elite. We got Bitcoin. We're making plans about the future together. If things ever did go bad, we'd all get together and hang out, because we'd have Bitcoin and we'd have the capability of doing what no one else could do.
There'd be some smart individuals in there going, what do you mean we can't get it? Yeah, we could get a well running. We can get a solar panel working.
All right. All of us together on a compound.
Oh, come on. Woo. All right. Our Afterman says, I am
Mensa meeting here.
I know, right? But probably. See, that's social media. Can't tell. Genius. You could be a genius and you're talking to me. Oh, okay. I am not sure if Bitcoin or any crypto saves anyone, but I know since I have been in BTC, I have learned a lot about personal responsibility and have have taken steps to better myself and my fellow beings.
Who is this?
Our Rafterman.
Our Rafterman. Yes, exactly. That's exactly how I feel as well. Right. I started at this, and my big thing at first is I was just looking for an answer because I was broke all the time. I was always tired, working 60 hours a week at the factory. It never seemed to pay out. So I went to the internet and I was just trying to find answers, like what is wrong? And that's how I started coming across Bitcoin.
Oh, we went down all of it. The Amazon M Turks. I mean, like every kind of way that you had
Drop
looked and thought,
shipping and
like, when you go down the rabbit hole, man, there's a lot in there.
Mhm.
And it was literally by random. And it was like, wait, what is this?
Mhm.
And it's.
But going into Bitcoin allowed me to look at money differently. And when I was able to look at money differently, I seen that I was being manipulated by it. I seen that I would get my paycheck and I would spend all of it before the next paycheck would come around. Because that's how it was. I have my money and this only has to last me until then. I'll get more money then. But that's the repetitive cycle that gets you stuck in the repetitive cycle.
And it's never enough. On that day before, you're still pulling out $1 and counting change, and you're going, "What is this to get to work? Like, this is what I have to do to get to work." Like, and it's like, not cool, man. Like, it's just it doesn't even make sense. And it is like being like schizophrenic or something, and thinking like, "What is wrong with me?" And then literally somebody saying, "Oh, you just have a mental illness, and if you take this pill," and like, I mean, it is that kind of like there is something fundamentally wrong
bill
here.
And the paycheck.
It's like just fundamentally wrong, and no one's talking about it, and no one's saying that it's wrong. Everybody, I mean, what is the answer to everybody's problems? Get a job, any job. Say yes to whatever 9 to 5, third shift, hourly wage you can get. That is how you fix it. That's not like, whoo.
I mean, I don't know, because then what did we do? Then we started saving in Bitcoin, right? And then the price of Bitcoin went up because we watched the halvening had come.
Yes, and we also had Ethereum when it was brand new,
we had extra bags, or what we had considered extra bags at the time, and we were able to switch off of the rat race of rent.
Yes.
And that really changed our perspectives on this.
That's when we moved here. And I mean, this is a lot more of I mean, what you want. I mean, what we want. I mean, there is. So I don't know. There's no going back. And that's what I mean. Like my main goal is to just like, I mean, the wool needs to be pulled off of everybody's eyes. Like, this is just ridiculous at this point. But it's so hard to convey it well enough, I guess. Like there needs to be like that, Andreas like needs to just put out a paragraph or something, and everybody like explains it the same way.
Right, to explain to everybody that there's no such thing as enough money to fix you. It's hard to say in words where they understand it. Yeah. And realizing that Bitcoin is just a means to an end of the problem.
And that it's not you. Like all of these times
can make you feel happy inside. Yes. It takes away some of this alleviated feeling of the confusion that's created by being in that situation.
Because being smothered and controlled, I mean, especially when you don't know about it, that's a big weight. Okay, that is a big.
Right. Well,
heavy blanket. Okay?
We had said just the other, I think it was last episode, that they have talked about the price of minimum wage. And just a $2 increase, they think, could curb the nation's suicide rate by as much as 40,000 people.
Right? How much would be 5 more? How many less starving children? I mean, really? Are you kidding me? Yes. Why? Why is $2 the magic? It's not
because you're psychologically fixated on money, and money is printed.
Yes, and if $2 more, it'll give you a little bit more money, which will make you not do things that are crazy and
more
not
people in the nation get to be happier this year because this nation had a surplus of exports. How does that work? The nation produced more, so we get to have more happy families. Your happiness is based on how much your country can produce.
Oh my dear God. Okay, so. John from Malibu says, agreed. Bitcoin is how I learned about markets and investing. Never cared about markets before. Oh, yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, God. That stuff would be on zone out. Like golf, tennis, and like anything with stock marketing. It was just like, I don't hear or see anything. It's just kind of like white noise back there.
Yeah, because I mean, it was always a situation of, if I did ever get some money together, it was like, oh, I got $3,000 together. Well, the ideal of investing is what people talk about. I'm starting to get to that age. And then you hear stuff like 2%, 3%. And it's like, I'd really probably just rather go gamble some of this and see
I
if I
might be
can
able to make
it.
10%. Okay, like
Right.
it's just as lucky as your odds at this point. Our Raptorman gave us a $2 super
our
chat.
Raptor man,
Oh, we love you.
it's amazing. Thank you, buddy. Of course, this is a not-for-profit organization around here.
It's all going into Piggy.
We are gearing up. We're going to go pass out flyers again this year. We're going to get out to Wakaan at the end of September, beginning of October. It's going to be a 5-day
beginning of October, I believe. Yes.
It's the last day of September 29th through
Oh,
October
really?
5th. Yeah,
Oh,
they made it 6 days this year.
All right.
Well, with the pre-party and everything. But we're just going to go to the one event. We're going to try to set up. We're going to go all out. We're going to try to set up a booth. We're going to try to pass out brochures. So that's what everything in the super chat, the AdSense money, and I'm working on putting out a Bitcoin address. I just don't want to put it out too early, and I don't want YouTube to give me a hard time. And I know that I like to use the Tally Fund, but the Tally Fund only runs for 90 days, and we're still looking at like 5 months.
Oh, yeah, we're too far out for that, for the little sunshine and hillness for that, yeah.
But with the price of Bitcoin being on the other side of $10,000, I know everyone's starting to get happy, and that's usually when the cryptocurrency wallets open up a little bit better, and the flow is a little easier to give. So you never know. I might be putting that out there, and that'll also help it be able to grow, to be able to do more as we're out there trying to spread awareness and adoption. Got our fingers crossed that this is going to go over well, right? Because it should be just the right time.
Everybody got to do pretty much whatever they wanted. It seemed like it didn't seem like there was any real
I'm saying more about the price because this should be several months after May. We could be that the price is going to be peaking. We know that it's hard to talk to people because we went and talked to people during the bear market.
Oh yeah, that was
difficult because everybody was just like, "Oh, you remember the $20,000, right? How much is it now? It's 5,
like 7. It's okay.
It's all good.
It's
it means buy.
It's discounted right now.
Buy the dip.
Oh, wow, Eugene. Wow.
I figured why not?
Yeah, right. Why not? Just be the parrot. Okay.
Well, it's 10K. Everybody's having a good time. It is a cause to celebrate if you've been here. Right. Yeah. If you've been here and you've been watching it and you know that this isn't a time to be unloading bags. This is, like I said in the beginning, boarding pass. Who has their boarding pass? Well, I got my boarding pass and I got some extra boarding passes and I'm ready to start scalping the tickets. All right.
Do you know about this? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, let's just wait a little more. Let's wait till we get up around 15, 20, and I might got a ticket to sell. Did you get yours? No, I got one for you.
I mean, we didn't do anything at the right time the first time around. So, hey, maybe we'll just be prepared. Who knows? Oh, yeah, I don't see. You never look back, okay?
Don't ever look back. Always look forward. Keep swimming.
It's just like the hunt, okay? You don't look back. That first off, you're slowing down, and 2, unmotivating. You think you're gonna live.
What do you got going on in the chat?
Daniel,
what's everyone saying tonight?
Daniel says jobs equal just over broke. Yep.
I like it. Nice.
And that is very true. John from Malibu said Bitcoin shows us that the system is broken. Vengeance is here.
He says, my man, I am glad to see that you are here, my friend.
He says, yep, we have been through the ringer. Nice change.
I mean, now the question is going to be, I know that we're going to have little ups and downs right here for a bit, but I'm saying by the end of February, are we looking at that we're never going to see 10K again? Because we've been down that road before saying this. So it's like, where are our expectations for the future, right? I mean, it is antsy, knowing what's coming up and nice to be strapped in and waiting to feel the G-forces as we shoot to the moon.
Man, I'd be so Dramamined up, but yes.
You'd be sitting there and be like, I have to go pee. I have to pee. Oh my God, I'm strapped in.
Dude, I went 5.5 hours with no peeing today, and I was cheerful and pleasant. So you can suck it, okay? I don't know what happened, but yes, I am like a 10-year-old in many ways.
So what's going on in the chat? What are you guys feeling? What are you guys thinking about all of this? I mean, are you guys like unloading any bags right now? Do you guys have markers set on where you plan on loading some bags? Are you guys still just shooting for the moon and switching it up from 2020 to 2024 with your slogan like Adam Meister?
I know, right? Just move the bar.
Just move the bar. Just move the goalpost.
Just a little. It's cool.
Yeah, I can't lie to myself like that.
Yeah, but Adam is very able to do lots of things that normal people don't just do. I don't think I could fast for days. I definitely know I could not run miles.
You'd watch me download that Uber app real quick before you watch me run 12 miles.
I would like start out with the best intentions and literally like be dying, like just cramped up, like in need of assistance within God knows feet. Seriously.
He's gonna outlive all of us though.
Yeah, he is. Dude, I know.
I love you, Adam. I'm just messing around, buddy. I hope he watches.
I hope you do too, Adam. Yeah. Okay. So Vengeance says I'd probably cash in some BTC in late fall sometime. If the usual pattern holds, I wouldn't be surprised to see 100K by then.
Yep. Because I mean, if we're talking that, of course, the anticipation is going to be is how is this pop going to happen? Are we going to see an overzealous market push the price real high pre-halvening, in anticipation, and then us come crashing back down, and then people become discouraged and get flooded and doom and gloom, and then supply and demand start causing the price to come back up 6 months to a year later? Or are we looking that that's going to be a slow, steady climb to that 6 months to a year after the halving when supply and demand has caused the price of Bitcoin to be up there? And where is up there? Is up there 20, 50, 100? Anybody has a good guess, especially as we see the hash rate climb and, everybody and their mother is really getting into Bitcoin, and not just for the get rich quick, realizing that it is somehow going to be baked into the underlying network of what the world's going to be when it comes to interchanging value across these borders when no one really trusts each other.
I know. I mean, people don't even trust their neighbors anymore. Like, whew. Okay.
I trust the people under this roof, and that's about it.
Right? And they're still, man.
You look at that kid sometimes, you're like, I don't know, man.
Don't come
you
at
better
me sideways.
Not. Don't look at me like that.
All right. It's just animal kingdom in our house.
You just wait to take me out.
The pecking order is real. Okay, so
out in the woods too long.
God, right? Now we're just crazy people. That's cool.
Lord of the Flies.
That was all like preteen boys, but okay, fine. John from Malibu says 5 to 10 years.
Nice.
MS Bit ETH this year. Says I'm always late, and yet I was not late on BTC. There you go.
That is true.
See?
That is true. 1.5% of the population, and I mean we've watched it come from 1K to 10K.
That's so sad. There's more people with the coronavirus than there is that knows about Bitcoin.
You went there, didn't you, Samantha?
It's so wrong. There's probably more people with that have had Ebola in the last decade than people who know about. Like, are you serious?
I've started making a little more peace with this than what I used to be, and it's just that we're just going to have to bake it into the underlying layers because, like you said, we come in contact with these people on a daily basis. I hate acting or thinking that I'm better than someone else, but it does seem like that a majority of the people you come in contact with, they don't understand technology or how things really truly work. They have one job, one capability, and they kind of just do that very well repetitively. And when it's out of their normal spectrum, they get all confused and flustered. So trying to show them that there's money that's like not just paper and has numbers on it that are whole that they can simply add in their head, it's like this isn't really going to happen. I mean, we also talk about how Bitcoin isn't going to be for this generation. It's going to be for the children's children right now. And this might be a good thing because we need to start educating them differently if we're going to make this their financial system.
All right, we got people talking. What?
All right.
Daniel says that he's cashing out at 100 billion. Yes. You climbed that mountain. Like,
Daniel, at that point, we'll all just be walking around touching phones. There won't be any reason to cash out for fiat. And is he saying like 100 billion pesos or dollars?
He says dollars.
Okay.
Dollars. DOLLAR. Okay. Our Afterman says that he's holding and letting some increase accumulate as I also get out of debt. Good to yes, fix that truck, do your stuff, man. I know. God. Oh, yeah.
It's always a juggling act.
It
right?
is. I mean, yeah, how many things have we cashed out to yes, fix, pay, God knows what.
I don't know. It does seem like the more you continue to juggle, the more balls you continue to throw in here. Some of them may fall, but some of them are going to stick. They're going to keep juggling, right? Because I mean, we do that. We have our business, right, Samantha? We have the birds. We do the YouTube video. We're constantly trying to cultivate the land and the property. We're juggling lots of balls all the time, and sometimes I just come on, throw another one in here. Let's keep it going because you know what? It's the spice of life.
All right. So, what? Okay. MS BitEth literally says that they've been watching since $4. You. Is there anything more than an OG, like elite OG?
Yeah,
I don't
see,
like.
the question always is:
Did you talk to Satoshi?
There's a lot of people that have been in here a long time, but it's the middle. Did you hold all this time?
Oh,
right. You know, are because people that have been here that long, are you holding 100 Bitcoin?
Oh, Benjamin says, "Oh, that's bad about my Corona joke." John from Malibu, who's the comedian, says, "I'm funny." MS Biddy says that I would just want it to hit 100K so I can help people that were nice to me in the past. Oh my God, how much do I love you? Oh, like warm, squishy fuzzies.
Right. I mean, of course, it's the circle and who's inside your circle. And then from there, I mean, the ideal of being able to help people outside that circle where it's the casual encounter where they've done positive things for me in my life. I mean, it's almost uncontemplatable because I'm too busy trying to focus on what I got at hand. But I mean, the ideal, that'd be great. I would love to have something like that, to be able to just go around helping.
Okay. Daniel says that I want that presidential plane. Although they'll give you $1 million instead of the plane. I could put that into more Bitcoin.
It'd be worth more than the plane.
Can you get the plane and then immediately sell it for even more money? Because I mean, how much is a private jet? I mean, this is that little, a 787.
Okay. This is what you do. You win the jet, then you get sponsors to help pay for the thing to get you up and running.
Crap out of it,
and
right?
You take Bitcoin as the only form of payment to fly on the jet, and that way you start using it as a cash revenue. Like you start creating a business where you're generating Bitcoin out of it because all these customers are paying to fly on it.
Dude,
but they get to fly anonymously.
We were watching the carnival blimp. And we were like, what the heck is this #choose fun crap? Because it was up there and I'm like, what? So yeah, Google, of course.
Started Googling it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the Carnival cruise ships, it was their advertising that was floating and you could also pay to ride on the damn thing. And it was like, oh my God, cool. All right. Vengeance says that he was watching since $12. Oh, but didn't start buying it till $9.50. Ooh, you were actually shortly after us, but way before us in knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I had heard of Bitcoin. I just didn't even know what the dollar value of it was. All I had knew is that they were mining it with the USB sticks. And that was the first time I had briefly heard of Bitcoin and that it was like magical internet money. And I didn't really look into it or pay any attention to it. And then pretty much until that time when you asked me what that Bitcoin address was on the bottom of a Pirate Bay webpage, and I told you then, that's where I had told you I had heard of it. And we had to go investigate, and everything that had occurred in Bitcoin from then till now was enough to get us fascinated.
Right. It was
enough growth where it was like, this isn't just magical internet money.
No, it was something. Wait, no, this is something.
And
for real,
did we really just find something?
All right. Ooh. Okay. So, MS Biddy says, I should write a book on how I learned about BTC because I knew about it when it was first discovered at Wells Fargo. He says, when I was a child, my mom was in love with Elvis, and she told me stories of how he would give people Cadillacs. I want to just give away money to people like at fast food stores and gas stations. Oh yeah, what? I've been all those.
Yeah, you
And the
hear about those,
housekeeper,
like the
all
waitress
of,
that gets the car and
that. Yes. Oh, you're so squishy. Oh, okay. Where are we at? Do. I'm trying to read back to where
you're
I am.
trying to read.
Daniel says I could go to the gas station on the plane and tell the gas guy 200 pesos and please check the air pressure on the tires. They do not have personal plane. Yeah. Could you imagine the self-service? How do I get the windshield wipey thing up there?
Get one of those little bucket trucks.
Right, just me. That makes sense. Or just one of those scissor jack things, that just
Right.
boop, all the way up. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Where are we at?
She's doing her little dance back there.
I
know
am.
You guys can't see.
I am. Shush. I know. Okay, John from Malibu says jets are very expensive to buy. Hangar, fuel, repair, etc. Better to lease. It's an absolute necessity. Well, thank you, John. It is good to know. I just found out ponies are expensive to own, too.
All right.
A freaking plane.
It sounds like we need to be winding this episode down to a close. I'm glad that the microphone has stayed on this entire time. Whatever was causing that microphone to cut out last episode, I think it was on YouTube because I went through the computer and I couldn't find anything wrong. And there's a red light on it that tells you that it's connected.
Yes.
And that there's power to it. And that red light never cut out. So without finding a problem in the laptop, it's working this episode, and I didn't do anything.
We just said little homaging prayers to the laptop and microphone before we start. It was like, come on, there's nothing wrong with you. It's okay.
Oh, I'm telling you, one of these days we won't be here, and it's going to be because YouTube shut us down, and it's going to be a sad day. So I want to thank each and every single one of you for coming out here, hanging out with us every single night that you guys have. All the thumbs up, all the great comments, all the love you guys have given, all the episodes of us getting out there and passing out flyers, all the stuff still to come, right? It's amazing. So I want you guys to go out there. What are you doing over there, Samantha?
Emma Spitty's name is Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hi,
okay,
Mike.
Go. Continue. Sorry.
All right. Well, I want you guys to go out this evening. I want you to be grateful that you're in Bitcoin, knowing that you got a ticket, right? And you're smart enough to realize that you don't need to be depressed about money and finances because you got this ticket. That means that you have the opportunity for things to be better, right? If money is all that matters, well, you got a ticket that could be worth endless amounts of money.
Yes. Invaluable.
Any last comments at all before we go ahead and close out the episode?
All right, Vengeance says, in 2013, when I missed the boat, my mind wouldn't let go. What ifs? Then I was crazy. I think in about 3 weeks. I'm better now, though. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. Of all of the, when you look back and all of the stuff and the stupid stuff that you do, that you were like, I just wasted Satoshis. Like, what is wrong with me? Me and 2 liters, but hey, whatever. But, oh, Vengeance says we're cutting out. We have dots? Do we have dots? Okay, so.
Is the mic working?
I think we have dots.
Yeah, okay.
It's green.
All right, before it messes up.
Yes, we have dots. Okay.
All right, go have a great evening. Be grateful that Bitcoin's over 10,000. Dream about the future. Hold each other close. Keep that hardware wallet safe. Owning your private keys is the only way to go. Any last words, Samantha?
Yes.
What?
We are not in Arkansas. We're in Florida. That's it.
Keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.